Looking around, you may see a futuristic library. Okay, while it may or may not look futuristic to you, you would probably think that you wouldn't be able to explore this space without first finding it and looking around that way. An alternative may be to explore the space in virtual reality, where the research has shown that there may be enhanced benefits over exploring the space if this were just a video tour. While virtual reality becomes an increasingly affordable and realistic technology, more and more organizations are beginning to adopt it for employee learning and training. And as organizations adopt virtual reality, psychologists of all kinds are realizing the potential that they have to study this as well. From human factors to I/O, from personality to cognitive, psychologists of all kinds are able to come together and find their niche to investigate in virtual reality and help answer the questions of not only whether virtual reality works, but how, when, and why it works. Today we will be exploring a little bit of each of these questions and how the answers to these questions can help inform how we design trainings and select learning technologies. The most immediate feature of virtual reality, immersion, is where the outside world is shut out and distractions are limited. Prior research has shown that virtual reality with high levels of immersion has users engaged with the content for longer and can achieve greater conceptual learning as well. With high levels of immersion, users may feel like they are truly in the environment. This is called presence or place illusion. Place illusion combined with plausibility illusion, which is feeling that the events that are occurring around you are truly occurring, can combine to have users act more realistically as they would in the real world, such as not walking through walls. While immersion and presence have been shown to have effects on learning, research had not yet explored the effects of differing levels of immersion until 2018. Michael Rupp and his colleagues conducted a study where participants used one of 4 devices of varying degrees of immersion to view and learn from a 360-degree video tour of the International Space Station. Participants either used a smartphone to view 3D video with the ability to pivot and tilt the phone as they wished, a head-mounted Google Cardboard, or one of 2 head-mounted VR systems, with one of these VR systems having a clearer resolution or picture than the other. Participants were told to learn as much as they could while they watched the video, then complete various Likert scales to measure relevant variables such as engagement and presence, and then complete a multiple choice test of recall of audio and visual information presented in the video. Rupp and colleagues found that there was a significant effect of level of immersion on auditory question scores, but not visual, though they documented that the visual questions may have been harder. This finding suggests that there may be some merit to conveying factual information via virtual reality after all, but that this will need to be explored further. While the video's neutral setting wasn't intended to elicit any emotional reactions, these researchers found that level of immersion and presence had significant main effects on change in positive affect, while all but the phone condition lowered negative affect as well. These results stand in contrast to a study by Riva and colleagues in 2007, which found that, while VR has the ability to intentionally affect emotional reactions, that a neutral setting did not have any effects on affect. These results should caution researchers from assuming that any virtual reality content not intended to provoke emotional responses will be devoid of such effects, especially if these results are due to participants never having used virtual reality in the past. Finally, this study found significant effects of level of immersion and presence on interest in the subject matter. The authors conclude that presence can help even non-immersive technology such as a 3D video on a phone increase engagement and reduce outside distractions, as well as enhance immersion benefits for highly immersive technology. Virtual reality is not an appropriate training or learning medium for all contexts, but what these results show is that when it is used, highly immersive virtual reality can improve topic interest, engagement, and learning outcomes. Research into virtual reality should continue to explore all of the scenarios in which VR is an appropriate training medium, but what this study shows us is that the effect of manipulated immersion can increase the outcomes of VR. Research after this should investigate the contrasting results of VR's effect on affect, as well as how the increased topic interest transfers to the workplace or classroom, where employees may wish to further their training, or students may wish to investigate these topics further.